How's everything been coming along?
Good. It's great to finally meet you. Oh my gosh, what a pleasure.
The pleasure is all mine. I love to connect with students and I'd love to help however I can. What's going on for you?
All right. Thank you. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you for everything that you're doing. Like, it's awesome. Please don't stop. I know it's a lot, but like, you're such a blessing. So I just have to say that. Okay.
That means a lot to me. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
And I definitely have no plans to stop. I love what I do.
Okay. Great. Awesome. Alrighty. So I just had a couple of questions. I've been on this journey for probably a I always wanted to go to law school since undergrad. I graduated in, I think 2013, and then I went back for my master's in 2016. I graduated in 2016. So I've decided to finally take a leap of faith, per se, and start my journey. So I decided to sign up for the course. I just feel like it's really good. The way you explain your stuff is good. I just wanted to ask, like, I work full time and I'm just trying to figure out how to balance everything per se. And then how many hours do I need to study a week? Like, I just signed up for the course. So I was just trying to figure out how to balance how many hours do I need to study a week. And like, I don't even know, it's just a lot right now, but yeah.
Yeah, sure. Of course. I mean, the LSAT's a big task to take on. It
Yeah.
is a big journey. It's a long journey, of course. And this often takes much more than folks typically expect. You
Yeah.
can get there in the end, but it'll take a lot.
Hmm.
And so I'm curious, in order to answer your question, I'm curious, first off, what's your target test date? Do you have one in mind? And then secondly, what other obligations do you have going on right now?
So I want to start school next year. So I was thinking about taking the November test or the January exam. I work full time. I have a family. I have other obligations such as, church and other stuff like that. I'm currently working from home now. I think we're going back like next month, but it's going to be like a hybrid schedule. Um, so sometimes like when I signed up for your course, I probably study like an hour one day, another day, or I join like the different groups just to get an insight. So those are the things that I have going on now.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, good to know. So November, January, you've got plenty of time. We're speaking now mid-July. So you've
Okay.
got a good four to 6 months to
Okay.
put in. And
Okay.
you have a lot of other obligations on your plate, though. I mean, so you definitely
Mhm.
want to adjust accordingly with that. And so I don't want you to stop doing anything that you're doing. Obviously, family is essential. Family is number one, right? You've got to keep all your family obligations there. You can,
Yeah.
of course, ask other family members to maybe take on a bit more here and there, like watch kids, for example, if there's kids in the mix, just so
Okay.
that you can hit the books.
Okay.
And church is obviously important as well,
Hmm.
but maybe you don't want to take on some massive church project in the next four to
Yeah.
6 months. Keep going, of course, remain involved in your community, but you might
Hmm.
want to hold off on taking on any new responsibilities there until
Hmm.
after the LSAT to avoid overloading yourself. So those are just some ideas. How does all that sit with you?
Oh, that's great. I mean, I struggle with that, but I really want this. I've been wanting this since like 2013, like 2012. So it's like, and I don't want to wait any longer. And I'll be 36 and like, I want to do this. So learning to say no I have to do that. So yeah, that's about it. So, and then another thing, I watched your video and you talk about accuracy, pacing, and endurance. How do you know when, like, I looked at your study plans as well. So I was thinking about probably doing like the 4 to 6 month study plan. How do you know when to move on from accuracy to pacing to endurance? Do you stay on accuracy until you feel comfortable and then you move forward?
That's a great question. So you don't want to wait until you're at 99% or
Yeah.
100% accuracy because, hey, this is a tough
Mhm.
exam. Even with unlimited time, I can't say everybody would get 180s, right? So
Yeah.
maybe when you are at 70% accurate,
Hmm.
that could be enough. You want to be reasonably proficient and have
Hmm.
a certain level of comfort with the material, but you don't need to be getting everything right in order to move on. You also want to get exposure to that
Okay.
additional pressure of the
Okay.
timed setting. And then moving from pacing to endurance, that really just comes down to, hey, how close is the LSAT? At least a month or two before, you want to mix in full-length exams to work on the endurance and have as many dry runs as possible, so that when test day comes around, it'll be like just another practice test. But you want to give yourself the time to do at least 10 full-length timed exams before test day. And so if you're going to do one exam a week, you got to count back 10 weeks. So that's 2.5 months prior. If you could do 2 exams a week, then you could start 5 weeks prior.
Okay. Woo. Alrighty. Okay. And then I have, I think, 2 more questions, and I'll be done because I gotta go. Okay. So let me see. Where did it? I think you answered the question. Is it okay if I join like the study groups? Like I joined one, I think last week, about logic reasoning, and then they was talking about conditional. I had no idea what it was, but I was like, whoa.
Well, that's a good place for you to be then, because they're going to show you the way. You need that exposure. I mean, it's okay. You still got 4 to 6 months. You can master conditionality in half that time for sure, and much less as well. But you got to be in the mix in order to get that exposure to what people are talking about. Obviously, the videos in the course will give that to you also. But the live class sessions, the study groups, that's the quick place to get the interaction and the support of the community. Because just like church provides a community, you can also benefit from having the live LSAT community to help you, because they're the ones who are really going to know what you're dealing with.
Definitely. Okay. So how many hours do you think I would need to do? I know for me, I want to focus more probably Saturdays, and then like probably Sunday, like in the evening, at least an hour or 2. But during the week, like how many hours, if I'm targeting like November, like, I don't know. I mean, I want to put pressure on myself because it's a goal, you know, and I don't want to become like, oh, I'll just see how it, you know, so I'm just,
Yeah, for sure. So I want to keep it reasonable, but push you a little bit. So how about, let's say on average, 10 to 15 hours per week.
Okay.
And you could do more on the weekends, less on the weekdays.
Okay.
And that's just to balance what you currently have going on. And like I said, don't take on anything new. So like between now and January, there's Christmas. I wouldn't take on organizing anything big for Christmas. Okay. At least for the entire church community, obviously with your family stuff, but then maybe you do more for like Easter, because Easter will be presumably after the LSAT. So you can do more then. That could be your prize at the end, right? You can't take on the Christmas project, but you take on the Easter project.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. All right. And just follow the monthly plans, right, that you have on the course?
Yeah, so that's laying out exactly what to do to build that strong foundation from the beginning. And then when you're looking for the live connection with the LSAT community, you join the live classes happening. You don't have to go every single night. Of course, they're all recorded. You can catch them later. But if you want to be there and ask questions and find study partners and such, that's the place.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's all I have. I really appreciate you. Like, I know I keep saying that, but I've been following you for like 3-4 years. Please don't stop. I mean, I know sometimes when you're doing this stuff, you don't get enough recognition, but you are doing an awesome job, and it's highly appreciated. I appreciate you. So just keep going, and you are a blessing. So thank you so much.
Well, thanks. That means a lot to me. And just hearing you say that and getting to connect with folks like you, that makes it all worth it, you know?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Steve. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. My pleasure. Have a good one. Reach out if you need anything at all. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.